morning. Welcome to Sacred Enzyme. So I wanted to give you a little tour of my greenhouse. I've been using this content on the 13th Archetype channel because it's all about embodying the 13th Archetype. But I wanted to do a crossover video today and show everybody what I've been doing and see, if this is anything you guys would be interested in following along with. This is about embodying the 13th Archetype and us making a difference and changing the field. So this is what I've done. I've done 99% of this stuff, labor, all on my own. And most of the stuff in this garden is all made from recycled materials. I bought dirt, but not all these beds are dirt. Most of it, 3/4 of it is yard waste, leaves, tree trimmings, all of that type of stuff, seeding straw. And then it's topped off with raised, bed dirt. So topsoil and, like a little bit of wood chips and things like that. So anyway, it's just a living soil. It's a living soil. And I started doing this over here a few years back. And this is basically how each one of these living beds was built. It's built with all this yard waste. This is from hurricanes and blowing trees down and leaves falling. So these beds are basically like this underneath. They're full of cardboard that's broke down. They're full of tree limbs, yard waste. So I built all these beds out in the past and had them living. And then I had a habitat of earthworms that I had growing in one of these containers that I've been feeding for several years, and I actually had a tree growing on top. That crepe myrtle was growing on top, and I had it just layered with all kind of stuff. And then I would put food scraps in there, different things from, like if I had a fruit dye or something like that, or vegetable, I just put it in there. And so over time, I had quite a little nice colony in there, and I had enough dirt with the worms to supplement all of my beds. So I put some all through the middle, and boy, just watched them take off. So I'm really blessed to have that. So this is all living soil. It's breaking down. It's got mushrooms growing in it, all kind of stuff, because it's doing what it's supposed to do. So these are squash, more squash. These are the pie pumpkins. I took them out of the greenhouse because they weren't happy. So they're coming back, but I was wondering if they were. So there's the rest of my pie pumpkins, sweet potatoes. This wheat's getting ready to resow itself. I planted a bunch of Sonora out already in here. These are the 4 wheat heads I have left. I'm going to harvest them today because they're getting dry and I can replant them. Time to harvest the russet potatoes. They're ready. These are coming due. These are white potatoes, and these are my red potatoes. You can tell where they're stages. This one right here, I planted this before it got cold, so they've been here. It's time for harvest. So we'll see what we get with those. So I got a random peanut growing in here, thanks to the squirrels. And then I have some volunteer peppers coming up. You see those. This is also resown with wheat, so Bart wheat. And then I built these beds out. A lot of recycled wood and some new stuff. Fence planks from Lowe's for $2.40 a piece. Ghost, get over here. My ghosty girl over there, my realm walking dog. She's where she's not supposed to be. So yeah, I built all these beds out. Got to find another home for these guys on my other lemon trees. See, if you got a small lemon tree like this, you can't afford to let the swallowtails eat it up. You're gonna have to move them, because they're gonna destroy my seedlings here. They destroy it, and I don't want that. And I don't want to. I'm not using poison. So these are all my seedlings. I'm going to put lava rock on top of them because I'm tired of the squirrels tearing them up. And my orange trees, I'm going to do the same thing. And I think that the trace minerals from the lava volcanic rock is going to make these trees really nice. And the reason I say that is because of all the citrus that grows in volcanic regions. So I've got a lot of heirloom tomatoes. They look fantastic. These are getting blooms on them, and we're going to have tomatoes on these soon. The ones in the front yard are full of tomatoes. So all of these are doing good. All my vegetables, my cotton, all my greens, my corn, my beans, everything's doing good. All this is doing good. And then I got a grapevine back here. My son bought it for me for Mother's Day. And as you can see, I already got grapes on it. And I remember this is an apricot. I kept thinking that it was some type of tree, but I remember this is an apricot. I grew this from a seed. I'm so excited it didn't die. So look at how well that my wild muscadine grapes are doing. And then these are domesticated muscadines. I'm super excited to have that. So I'm doing all the herbs in here. So I've got cuttings of herbs that I got from my neighbor. So these are all growing. I've got the sprinklers just kicked on. I got lemongrass, herbs growing. This right here is asparagus. I reseeded all that Amish corn. All of my herbs are doing good. So this is ashwagandha, that sorrel, oregano, and I mean, you can go back and look at the 13th archetype, but these are all strawberries. And then the herbs look wilty because they're cuttings, but they'll bounce back. I got some lettuce, and then these are all my seedlings. So I planted a bunch more fruit, and so I'm hoping that tangerines, these Wilcots will come up, because this is the last of my Wilcot seeds. And then these watermelons came up in 3 days. So they've got these back to the root seeds at a few different stores. I picked these up for $1.90 something at $1.96. You can get these Expert Gardener Heirloom ones. I've got one of those that's already come up. These are tomato paste tomatoes. So these are more fruit trees. I got a kiwi, some grapefruit, Meyer lemon, and then my Cherokee purple tomatoes came up. And then I'm hoping these seeds come up. These are sunflowers, and this is tamarind. So I would love to have a tamarind tree. So all of these are more fruit trees. I planted all of these. These are apples, a few different kinds of apples, and so we'll see if any of those come up. So I'm replanting all of this bed with herbs, and then this right here is full of onions. I replanted a ton more onions. Then I've got all kind of stuff growing back here. More heirloom tomatoes, yellow zucchini, collard greens, poblano peppers, dill. My watermelons look excellent. These are these extra large Congo watermelons. And here's a personal message for you. There you go. And there you go. Woo, we're gonna get wet, guys. Here we go. Woo! Woo! Nothing like stinky egg water first thing in the morning. So over here, I've got lilies, I've got stevia, and I've got all kind of vegetables over here. We can go over them later. But I'm gonna secure all my beds today, finish putting yard waste in there. I replanted my fruit trees. This is a papaya, going through a little shock, but it's gonna be okay. I replanted this guava and fig tree. This fig tree is much happier over here. My other one I had over on the other side of the yard didn't like it, and it died. So all of my beds, I topped a lot of them off. Gonna harvest some of this stuff today. I'm gonna harvest the potatoes, and you know, I'm really happy with the way the greenhouse came out. It's been a huge labor of love, but got a lot of stuff growing in here. Everything is heirlooms. We're gonna have a nice output today this year from the garden. I've never had a garden this good. I've been trying to garden out here for 8 years with no success. This is the first year. But I'm telling you guys, something changed in the field. We had something change in the field about 3 nights ago. I think it was 3 nights ago or 4 nights ago. I'll have to go look. But I was at this meeting, and they told me that they were introducing a new archetype. A new archetype is being introduced into the field. So, and you know, I felt a shift too. I knew something had happened. So I'll show you my banana trees and my pineapple trees. There's my Vitex chaseberry tree. This is for women. This is an amazing, amazing plant for women's fertility. I got pineapples all in my bed. I got wapu ginger and lilies coming up everywhere. My banana trees are happy and healthy. I just pulled all this grass out of here a couple days ago, and it's already back, but we had some beautiful rain. My milkweeds all look good. All of nature is happy right now. All of nature is happy. So we got So we got some great looking banana trees and pineapples. The pineapples are going to take a little while to straighten out because, you know, they got frozen, but they're coming back, and I got pineapples on all my stuff, so I'm super excited. Look at this beautiful, healthy milkweed. My goodness, look at that. See, this is why you need to have yellow milkweed for your monarchs, because this is the most disease resistant, and they love it. They prefer this one over anything. Of course, give all varieties, but make sure that you have yellow. It makes you have bigger and stronger caterpillars. I'll have monarch worms that are almost 2 inches long, which is really good. So yeah, all of my banana trees look good. My wapu ginger looks good. I got wapu everywhere. And I have all the way back in that corner of my yard, you can see right there, that is a whole bed of a wapu ginger. The shampoo ginger, it comes from Hawaii. So yep, there's the greenhouse. The rest of the yard looks good. My other trees are looking good. So for some reason my phone just keeps going out of focus. So I just wanted to show you guys the seed bank that I've been working on and how hard I've been working for Mother Earth. And you know, it's going to be a little bit more work to get the rest of these beds filled, and I got to sell more soap. But you know, I asked Theo for help. I said, Theo, you've got to help me. You know, we have to make these changes on the earth, but we have to have some help down here too. You know, I need some help. And literally this week, I was gifted 100 bags of soil for this garden and cuttings. So when you ask, you shall receive. So with that, when you come and find me, I'll be here. We're living the past, present, and the future all at the same time. So I wanted to tell anyone that's interested, if you have time, Thursday at 2 o'clock, I'll be having, I don't know if it's going to be a live Zoom or if it's going to be pre-recorded, but I'll be doing an interview with Jane Celia Hatch on her YouTube channel, and I'm finally going to tell my life story. So it's time now. It's time for the 13th and the 14th archetypes to step into the field. It's time to tell your story and unlock your voice. So with that, you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you a little while later. We're going to sit down and go over some interesting stuff that I've been reading about. So have a great day, guys. Much love to you all. Thanks for watching Sacred Enzyme and embodying the 13th archetype.